Hello, this is Rabbi Michael Weiner with Rabbi's Reflections for Monday, March 9th, 2026. Shalom. Psalm 48, verses 13 through 15. Walk about Zion, go around her, count her towers, consider her ramparts, go through her palaces, so you may describe it to the next generation. For this God is our God, forever and ever. He will guide us to the end. It is a testimony to the goodness of God that Jerusalem, the holy city, is preserved even to this day. Zechariah chapter 8, verse 3. Thus says Adonai, I will return to Zion and dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. Then Jerusalem will be called the city of truth, and the mountain of Adonai Tzvaot will be called the Holy Mountain. And who is it that's walking around to appreciate the beauty of the holy city? There are only two possible answers to that question: the friends of God or the enemies of God. And it's not the enemies of God. Isaiah 35, verse 8, a highway will be called the way of holiness. The unclean will not travel on it. It is for the one who walks the way. That's the way of Yeshua. The redeemed will walk there. Verse 10, the ransomed of Adonai will return and come to Zion with singing. With everlasting joy upon their heads, they will obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and sighing will flee away. Finally, the psalm ends. Psalm 48, verse 15, part B. He, speaking of God, will guide us to the end. Another way to translate those final Hebrew words, guide us to the end, is that God will drive us to death. Some commentators have posited that there must have been another ending to the psalm, since they're all supposed to end on a positive note. At some point, it must have been a different ending, but that it was shortened since being written originally. I tend to agree with their speculation. Surely God is not driving us crazy or driving us to death. Maybe the missing words are found somewhere in Jeremiah 31, perhaps verse 7, for instance. For thus says Adonai, sing aloud with joy for Jacob. Shout with the chief of the nations. Proclaim, give praise, and say, Adonai, save your people, the remnant of Israel. Yes, that seems much better. Shalom, shalom.